Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and hopefully you can hear me enough. I can't really talk too loud. Um, but some people might be curious, hey, are you getting better? And stuff like that. And also I want to catch up on a few things. So with this, here we go. And first of all, I want to say that please don't comment like I know this is late at night and someone's going to comment, well, I'm sorry I couldn't watch the live stream while it was, on. Please don't comment, oh, I missed it, or just something like that. I get so tired of that because I don't really care if you miss it or not. You can respond after the live stream is done. I don't really care if people miss the live stream. It's not really a big deal to me. Anyways, hello, Drift Knight, Soldier Man, Rail Cinema Gaming, Rub Rem Rex. I got your name right, hopefully. So today it's going to be a quick live stream because I have a review to film. As you guys know, the other day I posted a review for Legion Crankcase, which I guess some people don't really care for that and would prefer me doing something, Power of the Primes, Studio Series, or Siege, or Cyberverse. I just wanted to start the year off with something small and something that's kind of older, just to kind of, build up for the year. And then the next review, which I've already filmed the voice work for it, I got filmed the actual clips, is going to be Crowbar, and yes, I do have Hatchet coming out as well. Let's see, Sunny, Keenan, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play catch up. I've had a cold, which kind of sucked because a couple months ago I had this break because I was trying to move from one place to another. So like my entire collection in the back and everything had to be moved. Pretty much everything was moved into my new place. So that took a lot out of me. It was not only like just the move in general, but kind of emotional. So, but that's all done and stuff like that. So I had to take away from doing videos, and then in December I tried to do kind of this advent calendar thing. So I tried to really get into doing videos, and I had some certain videos planned for the month, which I also took part in someone else's video. I wasn't really planning on doing it. I didn't really want to do it, but I was kind of caught off guard and eventually did it anyways, even though I was busy doing other stuff. After that, I wanted to take a little bit of a break and then come back to do videos in a big way and just keep doing videos for you guys, like reviews and the Cyberverse reviews and whatnot. And then also I've been talking about I want to work on other content, and not just for myself, because I'd like to do other things. I'd like to expand, and I like to make this channel look a little more professional while doing the content that I want to do. And then I had a cold at the start of the year, and that pretty much took out most of the month for me to do videos, which sucked. I mean, it gave me obviously that break that I wanted, and I can go back to do other videos like on my extra channel. I was doing the commentaries, but I had to stop for a while, just because it was taking so much time into doing those. And only recently I was able to upload them, as well as some of the opening videos that I never got around to doing, to filming, or not filming, editing. But now those will be on the extra channel, so don't worry about it. if you were. I know that some of you don't care about that. But yeah, commentaries, they're going on right now. I have all the Transformers Prime episodes done. They're just being published on their own. I have those up until February. And then after that is going to be the opening videos, and those are going to come out scheduled as well. And then after that, I have reviews that are on the extra channel that I like to publish as well. And then I'd also like to film some new reviews that would go up on there. And I know you're probably thinking, well, don't you do Canadian Reviewer? These reviews are just more the simple, the traditional way of just, hey, we're taking a look at this figure, let's transform it, here it is, blah, 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 blah. Ow, I hit my hand. So I would like to do that, especially now that I have a lot more the Studio Series stuff. I have a Siege figure now. I have a Siege figure. It's not really a big thing, but I have one coming my way, as well as another Studio Series one that I've wanted for a while. You'll have to see what that is in an upcoming unboxing next week. I also have another Power of the Primes figure that's coming out or coming my way soon, and something else I don't really want to say because I'm not sure exactly how to hint it without giving away, but I have some stuff coming this way, so you're going to see some unboxings if you're into those. I still have the cold, so I'm not going to do a ton of videos. I did want to do the Canadian Reviewer stuff so that I can get that out of the way so that I can work on other Canadian Reviewer videos, because I got these 3 reviews that I was talking about, and then I got another review for one of the newer figures that's already written, and then after that I have plans on what I want to review. It's just I need to kind of decide how I'm going to go with it. I kind of know what I want to review after that, but I'm still deciding after a couple of figures, so we'll just wait and see. So with that, that's the update on Canadian Reviewer. I have some lines that I have to do for someone, but I want to wait till my throat is completely fine because my throat's still not great. I'm still kind of mucusy. If you might notice on the crankcase review, I kind of babble on a couple of my words and my tone kind of shifts. It's mainly because I still have that cold and things weren't just working out. So yeah, I do want to do Canadian Reviewers on some of my new figures. So that's the Studio Series and Power of the Prime stuff that I never got around to doing. I mean, I've got, other than 2 figures, and one of them's coming my way, I've got the entire Wave 1, Wave 2, and Wave 3 of Studio Series that came out. I don't have all of Wave 4. I did find the Revenge of the Fallen Starscream, though. And if you're going to exclude the leaders, of course, that's pretty much it. Because Wave 2 is technically the Jetfire and Optimus. Or not Optimus, Megatron coming out next year. So yeah, other than that, I think people are probably going to want me to get some of the figures that came out this year for Studio Series and Siege, and review those. I'm going to take my time, especially on the first wave, because usually they last a little long here. Sometimes they don't really sell right away, so I'm not really in a rush for those, especially when I've got Toy Fair coming up. I don't know when that is exactly, but usually it's before the summer. So so I got that going on, And then also I kind of want to take my time into trying to find some of the figures that I missed out on. And try to work myself into getting those, and then kind of just relax, like not try to spend so much money on figures at the same time, because usually there's a figure later in the year that, hey, here's an opportunity to get it, and it's like, oh, I already spend money on Studio Series Grimlock or something like that. Let's see. There's a new wave on Toy Wiz. Yeah, but I don't shop on Toy Wiz. I've heard so many problems with Toy Wiz that I don't really. I mean, a lot of their prices are super high anyways. So, how's it going? Hi, Lunar. Lunar, I finally found one of the Battle for the Ark figures. I don't know if I told you for that. I haven't really been buying a lot of Halo stuff, and that kind of sucks because I want to buy some Halo stuff, but they just really have not been releasing well out here. Even on Amazon.ca, I tried looking for something there, and there really wasn't much. I'm just looking around, seeing what figures I want to review. If we take a look quickly at my collection, can't really show everything right now because there's kind of a mess right here. But if we take a look at this side, there's Titans Returns, Combiner Wars, and Power of the Prime stuff I want to do. And there's a lot that I have to get through. And so I might do a special thing for those. I have something in mind. I don't want to say it right now. But I do want to do Blackwing. I want to do those 3 Prime Wars figures because I got them. I know they're kind of a blur right now. I have 2 Cyberverse figures up there, Shockwave and Scout Starscream. I will eventually do a collection video. There's some older figures I got that I'd like to review. A lot of the Robots in Disguise Warrior class figures I never got to do. I've done most of Wave 1 of Power of the Primes. I need to do the Rodimus. After that, if I get the Optimus Prime, then I've done all of Power of the Primes of Wave 1. I even did the Nemesis Prime exclusive thing, which I tried to do the Nemesis, the Megatron, and the Volkswagen Bumblebee because those were newer figures, and I've just been doing so many Wave 1 stuff that I felt, okay, I need to actually do something new. So I pushed myself for those. Tiny turbos I like to do more of. I want to do some smaller stuff so that you guys get more reviews, but not exclude from the basic deluxes and whatnot. I'd like to do the BotBots camera thing that I got. Halo Mega Constructs has been getting rare lately. Yeah, and I don't know why. What else? Again, there's a lot of older stuff that I like to do. Halloween, I did the Prime Dreadwing. I'd like to do the Prime Soundwave from Beast Hunters. There's some Prid stuff that I've never done. I got some first edition figures I have never done. Arms Micron stuff that I would like to do. Some of the Cyberverse stuff I'd like to do. I want to dedicate like a week to Scorn. I've never reviewed a Scorn figure. I've got the Tiny Turbo, I got the Deluxe, and then I got the Voyager. What else? Volcanicus I need to finish. I've done the Wave 1 Dinobots. I need to do the Wave 2 Dinobots. I have those. Man, your waiting list is long. Well, you know, I said that I had to move, and then December was like a hassle, and then I had a cold. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Wait, you're whispering. Are you not on your own? No, there's other people's um, in the house who's asleep, so I have to. Wait, you haven't reviewed Scorn? Nope. I got a comment recently that I'd like to mention, by the way. But I can't remember what the comment was. Let's see. Oh, okay. Someone mentioned thanks for being more family friendly on my Canadian reviewer show. Let me tell you this. Despite the fact that I review toys, I'm a fandom channel, so I'm not like a toy channel. At least I don't consider myself to be. I just wanted to say that in case anyone gets the wrong idea on that. So, you know, I'm just, I know that I didn't really do a lot of swearing or other, you know, naughty jokes in the Crankcase review. The thing that I need to mention is that that's not going to be the case for every review. That's just how it happened. So don't expect every episode to be like that. Any Studio Series things coming up? Yeah, there's tons, but I'm not going to go through the whole list. There's a new Battle Damage Megatron based on the Revenge of the Fallen. G1 style Scorn. You know, I feel like a third party should do that. Speaking of G1, we are going to get a G1 reissue Warpath and Swerve. I have the Warpath. I wouldn't mind getting one that's in box, so I might get that. But would you guys like to see a review of the original Generation 1 Warpath? Because I have that. And it would be a good time to do that because of that new one coming out. This channel isn't G, it's not even PG-13 sometimes. Because like my Insane Asylum is not really, like in the description, it even says it's not kid friendly. We come here for you. The toys are an extra. Thank you. I'd watch it. Yeah. You know, it brings me back to when I reviewed the One Step Drift. When I reviewed that, I got a couple of comments saying, I really like the fact that you reviewed an older toy, and you know we should have more reviews where we look back at stuff. You know, it doesn't always have to be a new review. And then today, I also went back on another comment from a different video saying that it's 2017, and at that time I reviewed, I think it was Chromia from Revenge of the Fallen. And he complained that I should not be reviewing a toy that released before he was born, which is funny because he also said that he was 9, and that figure came out in 2009, and he made the comment in 2017. The math doesn't add up there, but okay. I review a ton of stuff too, but I consider myself a gaming channel above all else, so I know how it feels about being family friendly. Again, I'm not a family friendly channel, but I would like to make shows that are family friendly. My TF Talks I would like to make more family friendly, but there's certain series where it's not exactly that. What else do I want to talk about? But yeah, oh, okay, so one step drift. So yeah, I've been noticing that some people are making new reviews of older stuff, and that's a good thing. Because I look back at some of the older reviews, like I'm trying to, or older toys, and I'm trying to look up a good review of that. And for the time, they were fine. But now looking back, they haven't really aged well. Like some of the Transformers animated reviews that you can find. There's a few that are fine for certain figures, and then a lot of the other ones are just low quality and not professional, and they kind of ramble and stuff like that. Which, you know, I'm not saying anything against that. It's just kind of like a more modern review, a more up-to-date review. And I'm looking at figures that are very unpopular right now that I'd like to do reviews of, like Hunt for the Decepticons Breacher, Hunt for the Decepticons Legends Override and Long Haul, the one that doesn't combine, Crankstart as well, Mindset from Revealed as Shields, Wreck-Gar, Perceptor, Laser Optimus Prime, Grapple. I don't think I've reviewed. I could be wrong about that. And there's even some mini cons that aren't really, that some of you guys probably don't even know about. Like Panhandler. I don't think I've ever done a review of Panhandler. So, and then there might be a couple of other minicons that I haven't really done that were part of a single pack. I'd like to do those. I've also been looking at the Acid Storm Venom 2-pack. Overkill from the Universe Classics exclusive stuff. I've been really looking into doing the Optimus and Megatron 2-pack from Classics. Like, here's some of the main figures I want to do. It's the Acid Storm Venom. Overkill. I recently got some Sideswipe and Red Alert. Let's see. This 2-pack. Let's see. FLC Grimlock. Definitely not that. Oh wait, yep, definitely that. This is Panhandler, by the way. There's the colored Bruticus. Pick this up so you can hear me. Okay. The colored Bruticus, Dreadwing from Generations, the G2 style one. Skywarp, the Fall Cybertron design. Scoop. The Rat Trap. Tankor, Generations. Whirl. Dark Steel from Prime. Ultra Magnus, Thunder something, Skyquake from Prime. Hard Shell, I don't think I've done. I could be wrong about that. Just trying to look through. Drill Bit from Beast Wars, Hotshot, Cybertron. I think it's Downshift from Cybertron, the green car. Prime Soundwave, Prid Optimus, just so many other things that I need to do. But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is I want to do older reviews. I got some animated stuff too. Got some animated stuff coming my way now too. I forgot about those. So that's another thing I might do an unboxing of. So yeah, oh god, I got some stuff coming my way. I got something from Toys R Us. I got someone on the mainland. Someone is sending me an exclusive figure, and then someone had sent a package, but I haven't gotten it yet. And someone is going to send me something else. So it's like 5 things right there. Wow. Oh yeah, I got the countdown. It's actually behind my head. Right there. On the top. There we go. And then right beside that is that the snow base, then that tower thing. Trying to think of what else. I got that vulture. The vulture's great. Mammoth box. God, I don't know if you see that, right above my fingers, 2 Cyan Spartans from the exclusive packs. Funny how I learned about that exclusive Unicron, the green one from Brian, and I finally got him. The green one, do you mean the black one? Or are you talking about the Energon? Oh, no. Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Like, T-Fan page is the one that keeps me update on what's coming out. I just mostly talk about whatever I feel like. I'm not really the best when it comes to updates. If you want actual updates on what's going on, the places I go to is TFW 2005 or cbtron.com. Or, alternatively, while it might not be right away, I also post the news articles of whatever on my Facebook page, Transformers fan page. So you can go to that as well, and you might actually get some stuff early, because I'm also in a whole bunch of Facebook groups, and once they share something, I'm like news related, I usually post it as well in there. Like, I was pretty early when it came to the Cybertron Optimus Prime Leader Class toy. I even beat CBtron and TFW 2005 on that when posting it on my Facebook page. Not so much when I did the videos. I think I beat CBtron. I think I beat both of them when it came to the in-hand image. Looking forward to that Siege Cybertron Prime. Yeah, I really want that thing. I'm looking. He's in the shadows. He's tucked away, so I don't want to grab him. He looks calm and relaxed. But my first Optimus Prime, when I was into collecting, because technically my first is the McDonald's Armada Optimus, but I don't have that anymore. I want to track that down. I want to find another one. Same with the Hot Shot, because I have those from the Armada McDonald's stuff. And then I also had the BTR Optimus, but that was mostly because it was brick-based. I didn't really buy it because it was Transformers. Getting into Transformers, that Cybertron Optimus Prime was my first Optimus. So, yeah. I definitely want that. Looking forward. Oh, I already read that. Um, okay, there was something in the news I wanted to talk about quickly. There was a rumor that we were going to get a Siege War for Cybertron game. It was going to be based on this. This is the Hound package, in case you're wondering. We're not. Maybe we would, but the rumor going around that we're getting the game, that's not true. And let me tell you why. If you haven't found it out, and I'm not going to find the link right now, there was a rumor going around that Ubisoft had made this whole article thing, and there was a picture of the game for Siege War for Cybertron. And it showed the cover art for prototype boxes for the game. And then there was also an image that showed pretty much the whole listing. And it showed the description of the game and the release and how Ubisoft is connected to it. Let me tell you this, why it's not true. First of all, the image that's shown is an image that is the basic Siege War for Cybertron stuff. If it was an actual game, they wouldn't use that. Unless this is apparently, I guess, supposed to be the game and they just used it for the package. But the way that this is stylized, that doesn't seem to be the case. Especially when you take a look at the other artwork and it's all the same. So, now that could be just a prototype image. So, even taking that out, you can definitely tell that it's Photoshop, especially with the package in the back. The other thing is that the description shown for the game, when it comes to talking about the actual game itself and Siege War for Cybertron, is actually just ripped off from the Hasbro website. It's not actually the game description. And another thing is that when I asked Ubisoft on Twitter, they said that they couldn't talk about rumors. Well, the way this is written out, it looks like an official announcement. So why do we have this thing that looks like an official announcement that's not coming from Ubisoft, Hasbro, or Takara? Now, maybe at the Toy Fair they could announce that, hey, we're actually doing the game, and it could be wrong. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because I feel like people are assuming that this is real. It's really not. I don't think it is. Again, I could be wrong, but if you had to ask me, I don't think it is. But I feel like years from now, when Siege is done, that people are going to say that, oh, remember that game? Oh yeah, it sucks that they canceled it. And no, they didn't cancel it because they weren't making it. If they happen to make a game, then okay, but I'm just going to tell you this. As soon as they say, oh yeah, they are making a game, and you were wrong, and this was all planned out the whole time, I gotta tell you, if that is the case, that doesn't necessarily mean that this particular announcement thing was actually legitimate. I mean, it could have been fabricated, and then they just happened to make a game. But here's the thing: it's different compared to when Hasbro cancels a figure because, well, Hasbro's not doing this. And the reason why I bring up the canceled Hasbro figures is because I was also reminded of just some other canceled stuff that people assumed were going to be released and then never eventually happened. Take, for example, the animated figures. Those were definitely canceled by the end of it, like the B mold for Wasp and stuff like that. Yeah, those were definitely canceled. But do you recall when we saw instructions with different heads for Transformers, or just prototype figures, like a Grimlock with the Megatron head in gold, and people will assume that, okay, we're getting a Megatron Voyager class figure, and we never got it. Same thing with Demolisher, that was going to be a repaint of Onslaught. People said that, oh yeah, we're definitely getting this figure. We never got it. Laserbeak from Dark of the Moon had a different head, and people assumed that it was going to be Buzzsaw, or maybe it was going to be something else. That never happened, and I assume that if it was going to happen, that would probably be part of the movie edition toy line, which entirely got canceled anyway, so maybe that was going to happen, but it didn't. There was also a repaint from Ratchet that never happened, although I think that figure actually came to be in a way. We never actually got an official figure for it. And the reason why I bring those up is because those prototypes were designed as an option. You know how Hasbro constantly does these repaints and stuff like that? They just change up the heads and they give you another figure. Like, trying to think of something. I remember the movie toys really doing this a lot. Trying to think of a specific figure. I can't think of one right now. That's weird. Drag Strip into Mirage. They pretty much just changed up the head and then gave it a new color scheme. It's all just options. You know, it's all just things that they can look into and see if that could potentially work. But that doesn't mean that that figure is going to happen or plan to happen. It's just, this is kind of a demonstration of their options, and that's it. You know, those were considered to be prototypes, but not set for release. This whole game thing, however, it's not officially by Hasbro, it's not official by Ubisoft, and even when I went to the source on TFW 2005, the guy said that he found it on Facebook, but never provided a link. And even when you look at the written out text about it, it's definitely not a screenshot from Facebook, or doesn't seem to be. So I just want to make this clear. The game's not happening, or at least this thing is not an official announcement. If they make the game and I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, okay? But I'm just telling you this. Don't get excited, okay? Even if it does happen, don't get excited, because then you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Also reminds me of when I wanted to go watch the Bumblebee film, but I said that I'm not going to have high expectations for it. And someone said, no, you need to have high expectations because the film's going to be great. And it's like, you don't know if it's going to be good. Or it's like, you need high expectations to be excited for the film. And it's like, okay, let's say that the film is bad. Then I'm disappointed. Let's say that the film is good. Then it's going to be better for it. Sounds like what happened to a bunch of older Halo Mega Block sets, like the original UNSC Firebase set from back in the day. Yeah, and do you remember that little, it almost looked like a factory. Can't remember what it was, but it was like 2 ships, or maybe 1, and then a couple of conveyor belts. There was a couple of stairs. Had a couple of figures. I think it had a crane on it too. But it was like a prototype for a set that never came to be. What's your take on Siege Devastator? Have they made a Siege Devastator? What mold will they do for Overload? Oh. Actually, you know what? That'd be cool if they did Ultra Magnus into Overload. I meant Studio Series. Oh. It looks cool so far, I guess, but I need to see more. Not just a prototype or a blurry image of the render. I need to actually see how it works, because there's a lot of stuff going on in that figure. You know, you got all the limbs, and then you got those that transform into different things. It's a very complicated looking design. I can't just look at that Devastator and say, yeah, that's going to be good, without knowing if it's sturdy, if it's floppy, you know, is it a mess to transform, how's the quality or anything like that. So at this current time, it looks cool, but I want to see what it officially will look like. I want to see what all the other Constructicons will look like, especially Mixmaster. For some reason, the one that I'm the most curious on is Mixmaster and Demolisher, I guess, but Mixmaster, I really want to see how that works. Yep, and this was Reach UNSC, a gun that had box art and everything, but the set fell through. Do you remember the Halo Mega Bloks game box art thing that someone made? And people were starting to freak out that, oh, this is actually going to come out, and it never did. I think they were going to do a game, but I could be wrong about that. But I think that it was just not true. Sounds like what happened. No punch on. Oh, I heard about that. I can't see how they would not have a big back kibble for Mixmaster. The head could be incorporated into Mixmaster. Not to mention, you have the panels for the barrels that you could probably tuck away certain stuff. Yeah, I think it would have to work with Demolisher as well. I don't know. Demolisher I really want to see. Or it's Scavenger now. I would like to see a repaint of Scavenger into Demolisher, like the white and red repaint. Which also reminds me, people want Payload from Long Haul. And they think that that's going to happen in Studio Series. I don't want to say I don't think so, because I've been surprised so often with Transformers. But that's likely not going to happen, because Payload was just a random repaint of Long Haul. Like, it really wasn't a big deal. It sort of happened because they had the opportunity. It's not like it was a main character in the film. It's not like it really has any impact. I mean, it was kind of random to have Thundercracker show up in Studio Series, but that was more of an exclusive. And I guess it's a kind of a nod to the Thundercracker that came out for Dark of the Moon. But to have a Payload figure from Long Haul, I don't see how that would happen. Yeah, the was full Halo Mega Bloks game canceled with gameplay and everything. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah. What figure do you want to see in Studio Series? Sentinel Prime. I also have to point this out. Okay, so we got the first movie cast pretty much mostly done. The only thing we don't have is the first movie Megatron, which we already have the Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon style, so not really a big deal. Although I would like to see the first movie Megatron show up. If we're getting the Masterpiece one, then maybe they might also do that. Also the 2007 Camaro Bumblebee, because We're getting so many of the older style Camaro. Give us the newer one. Like, if you're gonna make so many damn Bumblebees, you could at least do the new Camaro. Um, and then maybe, just maybe, the protoform, the asteroid robot, and it doesn't have to be a specific robot either. So those are the figures that I think could potentially work into the first film. But other than that, they're pretty much done. And if you're thinking, well, what about Frenzy? Are they really going to do a Frenzy? I mean, we have a Barricade that doesn't even have a Frenzy. Scorponok just came out with Blackout. I don't think they're going to do a Frenzy. Maybe in the multi-pack. But now, Revenge of the Fallen Devastator is a big deal. So we went from first movie cast, now we're going to Revenge of the Fallen, and we're getting the Jetfire and Optimus and whatnot. And of course, they're going to sprinkle Revenge of the Fallen and first movie stuff throughout the toy line. But now, okay, so Revenge of the Fallen is a big deal because of Devastator. In the following year, are we going to get a lot of Dark of the Moon? I think we might. Dark of the Moon Shockwave would be hard to do, I think. Because they're going to want to do a more accurate Shockwave. And the original Dark of the Moon style Shockwave isn't really the most accurate. It's kind of lumpy. I love that figure. In fact, I was messing around with that the other day. It's really good. Plus, also, if they make a Shockwave, I might just want it slightly taller than it is right now. Maybe to be with, like, Megatron. But it doesn't need to be that big. You know, the old one still holds up. So I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I would like to see a Studio Series 1. I would like to see a Sentinel Prime that's a little bit taller than Optimus Prime. I know some people are going to say, well, what about the Voyager Sentinel Prime? Do you think that's going to stop Studio Series? I mean, hell, I got the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Ratchet, and yet I have both Studio Series ones. It's kind of triggering me that they are dragging Devastator until 2020. It's a figure that's made up from 8 toys. It's not going to be released in one wave. You know, we didn't get that for Superion, and Superion's just made up of 5. And I've done this with other combiners too. So, especially with Devastator, where they're also releasing other figures at the same time, you can't really expect it all to be released in one wave. They are, I think, doing the Dark the Moon Jetwing Optimus. That I really want to see. I'm kind of holding off on the current Optimus Prime that's out right now, because I feel like what's going to happen, the abdomen section of that Optimus Prime can be removed and replaced with the one that comes with, I think, Jetfire. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is you're going to get that core piece, and it's going to be swapped out for the abdomen look-alike in Dark of the Moon. So I think what's going to happen is for the Dark of the Moon Jetwing Prime, the tone of the reds and blues are going to be different, but it's going to be essentially the same exact figure. So it's like, do I want to buy the basic Voyager one, or do I want to wait and see if the leader one will come out and I get the Jetwing as a bonus? You know, it might not come with the gun that he had, but with all the Jetwing stuff, and you could take that core Optimus Prime and use it for Jetfire, what's the point of me getting it? You know, it could be a brand new figure to incorporate with the Jetwing Prime, but we already have an Optimus that can combine. I don't see them doing that many changes. I just feel like they're going to repack the Voyager and give him the Jetwing stuff. I want Strafe and Slug for Studio Series. Maybe a new Scorn. That's more accurate colors, but other than that, Strafe and Slug. That's all I really need for the Dinobots when it comes to Studio Series. Oh, and I need to point this out. Don't expect them, especially right away, to redo The Last Night and Age of Extinction stuff. At least for the majority of it. If anything, we're going to get maybe a Galvatron. Don't expect them to do a Hound or a Crosshairs or a Drift. You know, even when we got Drift and Cogman, they're just repaints from The Last Night. So don't expect them to do anything with that. I mean, that film just came out. They're going to put more focus on the previous films and just set aside The Last Night. If anything, it would be years later. I really don't see them making a full Dragon Storm. You know, they made one with 2 of the knights, and here's the thing, making one that's like 13 knights, that's a lot, especially when you're putting that in the Studio Series scale. It's probably not going to be stable. And for people, either to get a box set that's going to be massively expensive, or to get all the separate knights, that's going to be a lot for them to do. And if all the knights look the same, nobody's going to care. That's why in The Last Night, we only got 4. So, if you want more knights, just get those. The only one that I could see them doing is if they take Dragonstorm or they remake a whole new knight, is if it's going to be that red one. That's it. I would like to see a new Fallen, but I don't know how the alt mode would go, because it's like they could do the original alt mode and not give a damn like they did with Shadow Raider, or what, you know? And that's the same thing with Shockwave. It's like, are they going to do the original alt mode, or are they going to change it up to fit the robot mode better? We don't need a new evac. If we get an evac, it's going to be a repaint of a helicopter, like Dropkick. But even then, we have the ride that they would want to promote, so no. What did you think of Cyberverse? The show or the toys? And by toys, I mean the Legion stuff or the new ones. The show's fine, toys suck, the original Cyberverse is okay. Anyways, I gotta head out, guys. So with that, I thank you guys for watching. I'll try and do videos soon. But I'm probably going to ease into it. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.